Well, good morning, kids. Rachel Castro, welcome in. You are the first one here, it looks like. I apologize for there being just a little bit of a quiet start there, but they had just done the national anthem, and I did not want to speak over it and disrespect the anthem while it played, so I let it play through, and now I'm saying good morning to everybody. So good morning, everyone. We are here at Knott's Berry Farm again for one final visit for Boysenberry Festival. So we're just going to kind of walk around the park for a little while here. I'm probably going to grab some lunch, and we'll just kind of see how it looks. It's a gorgeous day out here in Buena Park. It is absolutely beautiful. I'm going to probably get tons of great pictures and video today. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful Saturday morning. Hey, SoCal Imagine channel. So this is probably like the fourth different rope drop procedure I've seen at Knott's. They let us in at about 9:30ish. And they had Ghost Rider open and running at that point. They've got the bakery open. It looks like Boysenberry Trail back behind, over back where Ghost Rider, the back of Ghost Rider is open. But they had everything else blocked off. So we're going to head on into the park in just a minute. But it was kind of weird. It was an odd opening. Had I known, I would have gotten in line for Ghost Rider because I would have been able to get on it and get a ride in before the stream started. But I had the stream scheduled based on all their previous rope dropping procedures, which would have been they stop us just inside the Ghost Town sign. Yeah, SoCal, I would definitely head down here. It looks like it's going to be a busy day, though. I'll definitely say that. It was quite busy at the turnstiles when they let us in. It was already a decent-sized crowd. Yeah, opening is officially 10, and they played the anthem at about 10 minutes to 10, so they even did their official open 10 minutes early. It's kind of weird. So, but we should be ready to get going. So let me go ahead and get the camera position for walking around, and we'll get our day started. We're going to head into Ghost Town first. And you can see Ghost Rider already has a tremendous line going, which is typical. It's the best ride here. It's the best coaster in Southern California as far as I'm concerned. So today for me is going to be kind of a little bit of a lazy day. We're going to try to get on some of the train rides. I figured we'd try to do the Trainfecta and get on Calico Mine ride, the main Calico train, and then try to get on the High Sierra Railway in Camp Snoopy. So I'm calling that the Trainfecta because there's the three of them. And I do have to check to see if they have the Boysenberry chocolate bar. They sold out of that earlier and I have not seen it come back in yet. And I was bummed because I'm dying to try it.
Hey, it's the horseshoe one. You get your own horseshoe name on it. I have that too.
I think that will look good. I mean, I don't even have a horse.
Okay.
Oh,
Old Bessie still missing. Hopefully she's getting lots of care.
okay.
That's the real one.
I think
But we're going to take a quick spin around the park, get some quiet Zen time in. Yeah, it could be. Could be that the chaperone policy is going to pull everybody in early.
You're gonna be in there.
I haven't been here after 4 to see how the chaperone policy works, so don't know if I'll be here quite that late today, but we might stretch it out to that. But look at that sky. We're not used to this kind of these clouds in Southern California. It's usually either just completely clear, or we get the overcast, or just the bright wispy clouds. Well, I got you guys in here. If you wouldn't mind hitting that like button. And if you're not subscribed, why don't you think about subscribing? It's free, right? And if you could do me a favor and share out the stream, I'd appreciate it. Get lots more people in here, and we'll have a great day here at Knott's. Okay, time for some early morning theme park zen. Always love this area of the park. It's a fun, calm little corner. Trying to see if they're setting up for a very busy day. But it looks like they've got quite a bit of the stanchions up already at most of the food spots. So I'm guessing they're expecting a decently busy day for final weekend of Boysenberry Festival. Let's see if they've got the rafts going for Calico River. Knotts did a great job with this little re-theme that they did for Calico River Rapids. Changed from Bigfoot Rapids, where there was no Bigfoot, to Calico River Rapids, where there is a possible Bigfoot sighting. And right now is the time to hit Pony Express before the lines get really long. So like I was saying, rope drop was a little different today, and it kind of caught me off guard because It seems that they adjust from day to day, maybe depending on how busy they're expecting it to be. I don't know. But it was a completely different procedure today than what I'm used to. We've got the blind tiger right here. Let me get you guys back to that. So let's go check out the blind tiger, see what they have to say for us.
Go away! We gave it to the office! I told them we gave it to the office.
So that's just one of the fun little things that Knott's does. It's kind of like the peek-ins over at Ghost Town. But they have blind tiger merchandise, and I want to see if they have my shirt size today. Let's see what they have. It looks like it's just small and double extra large still. Yep, still just small and double X. So that's not going to work for me, unfortunately. So that's kind of a bummer. I really want to get the Blind Tiger t-shirt. So in the meantime, why don't we head over and see if we could get on Calico Mine Train, see if we could get an early ride on that one before it gets too crowded. Since I think that's one of the few rides left at Knott's that they'll let you actually have your camera out. So we'll go get that one done right now. Knott's is so peaceful in the morning because everybody goes right to the coasters and stuff. So you can wander around in most of the park and there's hardly anybody around. In fact, it looks like Calico Mine Train is sending a near empty train out. So let's go see if we can get on. Maybe we'll be the only ones and we don't have to worry about bothering anyone. Lori Jean, welcome in. Oh, we got people turning around. Wonder why they're turning around. Let's wait a second here. Go see if maybe they just don't want to wait, or if, oh yeah, there's a little bit of a line, but that's going to get absorbed right as soon as that first train comes in. Yeah, Murphy's still covered right now, Lori Jean. Hopefully not much longer, and we can get Fantasmic back in some form. I'm gonna flip the camera real quick so that we're not bothering anyone, hopefully. Yeah, and welcome in, Lori. So hoping for a good day here at Knott's today. Don't have any big plans or anything, just going to be kind of hanging out. Going to grab some lunch a little later on. By the way, everybody, we are repping Orange Grove 55 today, so if you guys have not checked out Orange Grove 55, be sure to go give them some views. Yeah, I think he'll be back as an animatronic. I don't think they're going to give up on that. I don't know what they're going to do for the fire breathing effect, because they do have that fireball effect at, I believe it's Tokyo, on their Indiana Jones ride, and it's a really good effect. So if they could figure out a way to pull that off, they might just go that route where it's just a burst of smoke, steam, rather than actual fire. But it looks pretty convincing as well in that ride. But it's a very small, controlled environment, so I don't know if it could necessarily work with in a setting the way Fantasmic is. How's everything coming through, guys? Is the sound and picture coming in clear? Are we breaking up at all? Just want to make sure, because I know in this area it's a little weird sometimes. There's a lot of mist over in this area. You can see the little water droplets reflecting in the sun. So I'm trying to decide where I want to have my lunch. I don't know if I want to go get my usual tri-tip sandwich over at the Fireman's Barbecue, because that's really good, but if you don't get in line early, you're going to be in line for quite some time to get your barbecue. At Boardwalk, the line usually moves pretty darn quick. Fireman's, they actually kind of heat all of your food as you're waiting. You can see them throw it on the grill, warm it up, and cook it a little bit. Hey, Lorena, welcome in. Thanks for stopping. I was watching your stream earlier today. It was, like I said, always impressive seeing Hogwarts, how they did that entire area. I'm dying to see it in person. I still haven't even been to the one here in California, and I know the one in Florida is slightly better. I think the one in California, everybody says it feels a little too cramped.
Okay, is there a lot of fights at you?
But yes, again, if you guys have not checked out Lorena Creole's channel, she does a lot of live streaming at the parks in Florida. So if you'd like to catch another live streamer perspective in Florida, by all means head over to Lorena Creole's channel. I think we got one train pulling in right now. And put on some sunscreen, but I didn't think it was going to be quite this sunny. Since we're a little closer to the beach. Connection okay, guys? I'm seeing numbers moving around on me for some reason. So make sure you guys it's not breaking up too bad. Still waiting to see them load the train. Okay, here we go. Now they're loading the train. Finally. Yeah, they do have the dragon breathing fire every, 15 minutes, half hour, or whatever. So, yeah, if they could do it, you would think Disney could do it, but the dragon at Universal doesn't have to move and doesn't have to get put away, be raised up and put away every few minutes. So there's some differences there, but I can't Disney, right? Got a little bit of tight quarters here.
Alright, folks, happy? Yes. Happy your party? Happy? Great.
Sorry, guys. Okay, we're gonna wait right here. So try to not have you guys zoomed in on my neck. So in case you're just joining us, this is the Calico Mine Ride that we are in line for. We'll be getting on in just a moment here. They're dispatching the train right now, and then we will be getting loaded into the next train probably.
Any pictures and record from me, share you how you stand and you like up. Our better from the goal.
I'll go ahead and turn the camera so you can see some of the props here in the little station that they have. Got some prospecting tools and such. Kind of cool to get one of these little certificates here. Yeah, Laura, this ride is really, really cool. It's talk about a classic. This one inspired Disney, so that's how good this one is. Hey, Cannoli Sasquatch, welcome in, sir. Glad you could make it. We are in line for Calico Mine Ride. We will be getting on the next train that pulls in, I believe. Where that train is, I do not know at the moment. Well, I got you here and we're waiting in line. If you wouldn't mind, if you're having a good time, hit that like button. If you'd like to join me on other adventures at Knott's Berry Farm, Disneyland, California Adventure, be sure to subscribe. And if you could do me a favor and share the stream out, that would be most appreciated, as we are aiming to reach 600 subs this weekend, hopefully. It's kind of a big ask, but we can possibly make it. I'll be at Disneyland tomorrow night, and we will be traipsing around. It is Bats Day at Disneyland, Bats in the Park. So in case you don't know what that is when all the goth people dress up and descend upon Disneyland. So we'll be there in the evening for that. We'll hopefully catch the tail end of Magic Happens. We will hopefully see some fireworks, weather permitting, and we'll hopefully get on some rides. I want to try to see if we can maybe get on Rise of the Resistance tomorrow. Haven't been able to do that one on a live stream yet, because last time the power went out when we were just about to get on. And again, thanks for joining me, everybody, on this beautiful day in Southern California. I am looking forward to enjoying some time here at Knott's, get a wonderful barbecue lunch, and maybe even a boysenberry treat of some sort. We shall see. Still waiting for our train. Oh, I'm hearing a bell, so I think the train's pulling in now. There she comes. All right, we'll be boarding in just a moment, folks. Hopefully we can get into this train. Looks like they've been...
Come on in 41. Go and take the first car. Hi, Hammond. Come on in. Take the second car.
All right, we got front cars, so we should get a good view and good sound, hopefully. All right, kids, we're going to be pulling out of the station in just a minute here. Seem to be in a slow load mode over here.
Well, howdy folks, my name is Miner Mike and I'll be taking y'all down Calico Mine today. Just got a few rules. There's no eating and please no drinking or smoking. Feel free to take as many pics and videos as you like, but make sure that flash is turned off. And please remain seated, keeping your hands and arms in your car at all times. With that said folks, let's go in here and signify ourselves some gold all the horses.
Welcome in England Sirens channel. Glad to have you. We are on the Calico Mine ride and we are going to be keeping quiet for the duration of the ride now. So enjoy everyone.
Howdy folks, this here is Old Cat Mahoney and I am delighted to take you into the famous Calico Mine, the richest gold strike this side of the Mississippi.
Howdy, y'all. We're glad to have you.
Well, look at this, folks. Purdy, but many a poor miner's gone and tuck his pick right down into old Mother Earth, only to have a blast of steaming hot mud erupt in his face. It ain't exactly the kind of warm welcome you want. That's the word of one of the richest gold streams. Now we're heading over an underground lake at the mouth of this here river. We're fishing for those little blind fish we see down there. They ain't never seen the light of day.
Y'all can't be too careful in this here mine, folks. Remember, one straight spark, we're all gonna last.
Dark up here. Say, driver, how about a little bit more light? Would you look at that? You know, all it takes is one tiny drop of water and about 1,000,000 years to make all these stalagmites on the floor and stalactites on the ceiling. struck him some gold. Drinks on you, Slim. We're approaching the upper levels of the program. Over here you get a view of all the different kinds of mining operations we have going on. It's a lot of back-breaking work digging up all that gold ore with a few measly old picks, shovels, and rock hammers. Now that's what I call teamwork. They don't call man's best friend for nothing, especially when there's gold at stake. Let's all take a nice talk on this here operation. Keep your hands and arms inside the cars now. Ain't falling off this mountain to see some dig. Ah, never mind that. Let's just hope you got one more trace up there. Up and down there, a new part of the line. That means progress. And progress means less. Look out, folks. We're got that train. This chef is steaming in. That was a close one. Looks like we all made it out just in time, thanks to this here engineer's dynamite driving. Y'all get along now. I got work to do. And if you got any claims to stake down there at the assayer's office, tell them old Polecat Mahoney sent you.
All right, folks, thank you for riding Calico by with me today. Go on, stand up, lift up that seat in the corner, give that door a big old push. Please watch your step and enjoy the rest of the stay here at the old town of Calico.
All right, kids, I hope you enjoyed that. That was the world famous Calico Mine Ride. Welcome in Brady Gaming. Victor Unboxes the World. How you guys doing? Thanks for joining today. We're at Knott's Berry Farm. Just kind of having a little bit of a relaxing day. Nothing too pressing going on. Miner Mike, yep. Let's go see if we can take a look at what's going on at Log Ride right now.
Awesome. Right on.
Trying to see what's happening over here. Looks like we've got the mesh shaping, getting ready for the new concrete to be placed on there. Log Ride, yeah. Unfortunately, we won't be able to get on it today. Still down as they do. This one looks like a decently extensive refurb. Don't know if there were other parts of the ride that they were doing, but at least right here at the end of the drop on the turn right there, they had to redo some of the concrete. So, taking up quite a bit of the time right there. Like I said, I don't know what else they might be dealing with. Hopefully we get our log ride back by summer. That would be imperative for Knott. Otherwise people are going to be like, well, do we really want to go when the log ride's not there? Yeah, I hope it opens by June 1st. That would be, I would think they'd want it open by Memorial Weekend. Especially since There's another park that won't be having a log ride, that is getting rid of their log ride for at least a year, probably much more. And we're still waiting on Accelerator to hear any official word. I've heard rumors in both directions that it's going to be gone, and others that the part is now available and that you're just waiting for it to get shipped in, and then they'll be able to get it going again. So we'll come over here and see if we can peek through the slats a little bit, see if there's anything that can be seen. I wish I could take you guys on Supreme Scream. That'd be fun. So let's see what we can see over here. Yeah, stuff has been moving around at the station, so you guys can kind of see a little bit of work happening. Things have been changing. Another channel you guys can watch for Knott's updates is Knott's Network. They're here every week checking on things, so they notice whenever there's movement one way or another for Knott's Berry Farm stuff. So if you want updates, be sure to check out Knott's Network. But in the meantime, look at this amazing blue sky with the big puffy clouds. This is just so cool. It's making great pictures. If you guys follow me on Instagram or Twitter, you saw some amazing shots of Cars Land from just the other day. I think I put a short up on YouTube, but you can see just the amazing clouds, not to mention the amazing work that was involved with bringing Cars Land to life. But yeah, that area is just beyond amazing with Radiator Springs Racers. I think that one actually gets pretty darn close to being one of the greatest attractions ever created. If for nothing else, just the scale of the show that it puts on. Oh, it's gorgeous out today, Brady. It is absolutely perfect right now. It's like this, if you're in the sun, it's wonderfully warm. As soon as you get to the shade, it's nice and cool. So why don't we go see if we could get on the other train, see if they're running the train yet. You can try either this one or the one at Camp Snoopy. I think the trains are basically among the only rides that they'll let me have the gimbal and camera out. I've seen other streamers do Calico River Rapids, but I don't feel like getting soaked right now. But we can get on the train, and then it might be time for lunch at that point. We could probably go check out Fireman's Barbecue and see if we could get a nice steak sandwich. Oh man, I always forget, and then I come right by this area. And then I remember, oh yeah, Churro Sunday. Not just Churro Sunday, freshly made churro put into a sundae. Alright, not sure if they're still loading. If they are, we'll grab this one. If not, we will catch the next one. Or a later one. See if we can get on here. Are you guys all together?
No.
Oh, sorry. Alright, looks like we made this one. I think I'm going to try for one of the outdoor cars, possibly. Let's see. let's take a walk. Okay, we'll go up right in here. Yeah, we'll take one of the bench seats back here. All right, there we go. We have made it on the train. Not sure how long it's going to be before we depart, but well, I got you guys here. Yeah, Victor, you don't care for Calico River Rapids? I haven't been on it in a long time, only because I don't like getting wet. That's my thing. I think in the summer I may see if I can. I may go ask about it if I can stream on there, and if I can, I may try to configure. I've got a way of putting a plastic bag over the phone and gimbal that it's just going to muffle the sound a little bit, but I've got a hole cut so that the camera has a good view. So we shall see if that works. But I got to double check and ask them if I'm allowed to bring the camera and gimbal on. Like I said, I've seen other streamers do it, but I don't know if it's just a sporadic kind of thing where the employees don't want to be mean about it, but it seems kind of weird that you're going to allow somebody with a camera who's either live streaming or filming, and you're going to basically let everybody know that you let someone on with the camera when you weren't supposed to. So I don't know. We do have a couple of guests in wheelchairs here, and we're right by the ramp, so I don't know if they are going to load them for this trip or not. I would think so, just because why make them wait, but we shall see. But yeah, Brady, I agree. When it's 90, 100 degrees out, Calico River Rapids is a good one. So I'm trying to think of now that I passed by the fresh churros sundaes, I'm thinking maybe that's the treat I get today. But I don't know if I want something quite that big. I was also looking at the Boysenberry cinnamon roll over at the bakery. So we'll see. Not to mention I may be stuffed after my lunch. I'm usually pretty satisfied after I get lunch, especially if I go to Boardwalk Barbecue. If it's Boardwalk Barbecue, then I probably won't be getting a treat anytime soon today. But again, thanks everybody for joining me. It's our last weekend of Boysenberry Festival here at Knott's, and I'm glad that they extended it because they had a rough start. It got very bad weather for their opening weekend, which really put a damper on things. So I'm glad they were able to extend it, give us a few more days worth of Boysenberry Festival here. And just a quick programming note, tomorrow I will be at Disneyland. There is an unofficial fan event called Bats Day, or Bats in the Park, where all the goth kids...
Just to let you know, if you remain seated while this train's in motion, just know you need on the train, we should be headed out soon.
All the goth kids will be descending upon Disneyland in all the regalia. So we shall see what that's like. I've been there once before for it by accident, and it's interesting to say the least. But we'll be there in the evening, so I'm not sure what we'll be able to catch at that point. I know I think they take their they all gather at 2 o'clock, 2:30 to take a picture in front of the castle. So that's like the big thing. All the vehicles for the log ride, that's a good question. I want to say they moved them off-site, possibly, or to like some backstage areas, because I don't think there's a whole lot of room under the mountain where they have their normal, just regular storage. I think that's just for a couple of logs, and the rest of them remain in the flume overnight. Hey, Victor, thank you for the like. I appreciate it.
Good morning, folks. So the first two cars shooting here, two very loud train whistles, and they are very loud. I do recommend you cover your ears. All aboard!
All right. Looks like we're
Welcome
ready to
aboard.
take
My
off.
name is Cassie, and I'll be your conductor for your trip on the Gulfstone and Calico Railroad. The train will leave in the station in a few moments, so please remain seated, keeping your hands and arms inside the train at all times. And the only thing allowed to smoke on the train is the engine, so no smoking, please. And just a friendly reminder, please remain seated while this train is in motion.
And thank you, SoCal Imagine channel. By the way, we've got several, or at least we've had several people in the chat here that have their own channels. We've got Victor Unboxes the World. We've got SoCal Imagine channel. I don't know for sure. Brady Gaming, do you have a channel? By all means, everybody, go check out their channels.
1952 and has been in daily operation ever since. The locomotive and railroad cars you're relaxing in are over 100 years old. It used to carry passengers to and from Denver and the Rio Grande. If these railroad cars could talk, they tell the tales of the gold rush cowboys and settlers' dreams of merchants and the pioneer spirit of the West. Walter Knott was on hand for the dedication of this railroad, and his traditions have been maintained every day since. Have a great journey, and we will all see you at the station.
Oh, no, it's heading here. The always around.
Dragon Blood, did you sneak in here without me seeing? Did the chat move on me? Well, welcome in, Dragon Blood, if you're here. Yeah, SoCal, the
He must be a hot roller carrying around all that equipment.
I got a sticker if you'd like a sticker. There you go.
Look at that! That's cool! I like this! Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
I won't shoot you today.
That's right. I know how to not get shot. But yeah, this train, the cars, the engine, they're over 100 years old. These are real trains. These aren't just, rebuilt or, constructed to replica trains. These are the real deal here. And they're very, very well loved. And yeah, Dragon Blood, that day's going to be awesome, man. It's going to be huge day. It's going to be so much fun, man. Oh, that's right. Cordy and Richard are going on the 21st. That's right. Yeah, I love the bandits. The bandits are fun on the train. And Victor, yes, I do have stickers with my logo on them. It's happening, but that's actually, Disney's probably looking at that going, that's probably a good idea because of how crowded it's going to be for Splash Mountain. They're probably going to need a lot of area for lining up, especially in the evening with people trying to get those last rides in. But it's also a Tuesday, so maybe there wasn't going to be Fantasmic that day. Who knows? Let me flip you guys around and we'll take a look inside the park here. You can see Pacific Scrambler is still disassembled, getting its yearly refurb. And speaking of dismantled and getting reassembled, the Silly Symphony swings at California Adventure are pretty much back in place, so they could be opening again anytime now. Hey, Adventures with Paul. How you doing, sir? Welcome in. Yeah, I kind of figured that once Memorial Day hits, they would be doing Fantasmic nightly, at the very least at the beginning one show, if not the two. But yeah, like I said, it could be that it's going to help them with the Splash Mountain situation that night. I just hope they can get Fantasmic running again soon, because people forget how much of the logistics of the park depend on that thing soaking up a good 5,000 to 10,000 people over on that side of the park and holding them there for an hour and a half or so. Victor, I will be at Disneyland. I'm scheduled to be there this coming Friday. I think it's the 12th. Yeah, Dragon Blood, you never know. They could have it figured out to where they can operate without the dragon. But we'll have to see. Okay, Victor, then I'll try to spot you. I'm going to be there in the evening. So, and I plan to do a live stream. So if you catch the live stream, you can either send a chat where you're at, and we'll try to meet up, or just say hey at the very least. Pretty sure I'll be getting ice cream at some point that evening, so I'm sure you'll be able to track me down there at one point. Lots of construction still happening here at Fiesta Village. They are racing the clock right now, man. They are hoping to have Fiesta Village open by Memorial Day, I heard. So, maybe not with... Oh, man, that looks gorgeous over there. Oh, wow, the rock work looks nice. I'm not sure if you guys were able to see it. I just caught it as we were passing.
Train, please remain seated until the train's fully stopped and you hear that loud whistle blow.
Yes, that was the Mesmer Maze. Let's see, Adventures with Paul. It says your live stream schedule. I have one scheduled for tomorrow as well. So I will be at Disneyland tomorrow evening, Sunday, and then I will be back again next Friday is what I have scheduled on my schedule right now.
Hey guys, make sure everyone stays seated, please.
Okay, now we can exit out. All right, 2 trains down. We're trying to achieve the train-fecta today.
Alright guys, we just need to follow the track.
I'm vibing to this, bro. You already know I'm vibing to this.
I got that new drill.
Wait, is this? Hey, what's going on, bro?
Hey, is he streaming? Yo, what's our play? I'll follow you.
Alright, Alright guys, let's head around over to Fiesta Village. Take a look at what's going on with the construction over there, if we can see anything. Hopefully, like I said, they're little lizard here. Hey, little lizard. Hello, little lizard. Nah, he's not bothered by us at all. He's probably too busy saying, you know what, this sun feels nice, man. Oh, thank you. We'll head over this way. Yeah, Dragon Blood, that's what they're hoping for right now, but I'm not gonna put any money on that because we have no idea what could be happening between now and then, what they might find, what setbacks they hit. So until they have official word that it is returning, not just planning or hoping, then I'm just going to go ahead and assume that it's going to be down for a while. Just to get my own hopes in the right place, that's all. And I must look like quite the weirdo when I'm trying to read the chat and walk, especially in the sun, because I've got the privacy screen cover on it, so you can't see it from certain angles. You can't see the screen. And then I'm wearing polarized sunglasses, so that makes it difficult. So I've got to like hold the camera up and tilt my head back and try to look. And so let's see. Montezuma opening in June. I don't think so. You can see the new paint job that they gave Soul Spin to kind of match the area. It's a little more grungy, a little more rugged looking rather than the big bright colors that it had. I kind of dig it. I'm okay with it. It's not one of my favorite rides. In fact, I don't think I've been on it. I don't think I've ever gone on that one. But you can see how it's starting to kind of feel all kind of cohesive now with similar paint scheme and everything. And even over here, the carousel's got a deep red look to it. And you can see that Jaguar's temple has gotten much darker. The new paint is ugly. Theme Park Detective, when did you sneak in here, dude? Good to see you, TPD. That's a good hello to TPD from TPC. I can't believe you think it's ugly, though, Victor. It's supposed to kind of look like that grungy, kind of like it's been around since the temple and everything. So I think it kind of goes. I think it works. Hey, everybody. I've got my friend Theme Park Detective in here. Go check out his channel. He had one of the best views. He had one of the best views of that horrible night with Phantasmic, with the dragon catching fire. I think he got like 1 million views on it already. It really was one of the best ones. In fact, the shirt I'm wearing for Orange Grove 55, when we did the show about Phantasmic, talking about the issues and everything, we used his footage because it was the best. So everybody go check out Theme Park Detective. All right, let's check out some construction that's happening here. They got the nice big holes here for us to look. You can see, you guys can kind of see the rock work back there. The way they're putting that facade of the rocks on the planter. I love the way that's looking. In fact, I wish you could see how the finished one looked. They had one way over on the other side, but I don't think there's any way for us to see it without going on the train again. But they really did a good job. They really decorated it nice. Let's see if there's anything to see in here. Yeah, you can kind of see the steps a little bit back there. That's going to be really nice for the stage. They're going to have 2 staircases flanking the sides of the stage. Well, let's take a walk through here. I've heard that the ground here is a little off, that it didn't quite turn out as smooth as they were hoping. But I think it looks nice. I'm trying to see how gritty it is, but it doesn't feel too bad. But I was hearing that it's hard to move the chairs and tables and stuff once it's on the color sections. They got a nicely themed fountain and bottle filling station. Oh, and we got Hat Dance open. That's nice. $127,000. Okay. I thought he was like upwards of 1 million, because it was like his was the best footage that anywhere. And you can see right here, there's they've got these statues covered right now, so these are ready to go. They're just waiting to be unveiled, and these are all going to be artwork throughout the land. You can see a few of the curtains covering them right now here. So they've got quite a bit ready to go. It seems like they're going to be able to have a chunk of it opened, and then throughout the summer open the rest. I just don't know about Montezuma. So Victor, do you like this paint job better? This more what you like? It's nice. It's got the nice bright colors and designs and stuff. I got to say this one works, but this side of Fiesta Village is a little different. This side of Fiesta Village is the festive, fiesta style, and the other one is, the ancient ruins kind of theme. So it'll be interesting how they work together to have a cohesive theme. Wow, I don't know if that's going to be open in time for Memorial Day. Okay, now I'm seeing it. Okay, I'm going to try to see if you guys can see this. Can you guys see all the little orange specks there? All those little orange specks? are coming from that side. So the glass or whatever they've used for that one right there is coming loose. That's not good. They need to get that sealed. That's what they're talking about. If you can come over here and you can see there's a lot of spots that look a little bit bare where it's come loose. So somehow in this little area right here, it did not get sealed properly or something. So they may have to redo that little section at the very least. Okay, so that's what they were talking about when there were issues with this one. Okay, I wonder if it's just the red or orange color, because that's the only one that I see with flecks all over the place. No, I see a little bit of the yellow over here too. Yeah, this is another one that it's probably past my time to be able to ride it. I don't know if I could do that one. I could probably still do the Sea Dragon. I can still spin on the teacups and whatnot. But yeah, they've got a lot of work to do here in Fiesta Village. You can see up there at the top. I mean, it's still just the exposed wood framing right now. So I doubt the stage area is going to be open later this month. Crazy. But I'm digging what they're doing. I do like what they're doing with all of Fiesta Village. I'm not gonna knock what they're attempting. It's just I know weather has gotten in the way with a lot of the construction. Same the way it kind of messed up Boysenberry Festival and they had to extend it. So I'm fine with them opening in sections and in chunks when they do their reopening. I like the new signage that they're doing. So let's take a spin through Camp Snoopy. We'll head up toward the back and we'll take a look at what's going on with Montezuma, but you can look right here. There's a chunk of track missing right there. Hey, Adventures in the Park, how you doing, Steve? So they got a section of track missing right there. And the entire building doesn't look like it's had anything done to it. Because that's supposed to change to match the Jaguar Temple look. But it still looks like the regular old plaster kind of stucco that it's been. Calico River. We were just talking about that. And how I don't know if they would allow the gimbal and camera and everything on there. So I'm going to find that out later, and then possibly maybe this summer I'll do a marathon on that. I'll come dressed for it. Oh, 4.3 million on Instagram, guys. That's how good his footage was. I'm telling you, he had the best angle. He had the best. It was just perfectly clear. He was watching the dragon the whole time, and he was probably among the first to go, "Uh-oh." I remember because you could see the fire on the head, and he's like, "That's not supposed to happen." Man, what a crazy night, man. How crazy that you were there that night. I missed it by one night. I was there the night before, and we had a bunch of weird things because we had the power outage in Galaxy's Edge that shut it down at like 7:30 or something like that. And then the fireworks were delayed, and while we were waiting for the fireworks, once they said the fireworks were delayed, I actually said on the live stream, I said, we got to start predicting what's going to go weird with Phantasmic. And I think we were just one night off, that's all. But yeah, guys, go check out Theme Park Detective on YouTube, on Instagram. He's got the goods, man. He's at Disneyland all the time. So you want more Disneyland content? You go see him. It's like we're still set up for Easter here, but we'll give you guys a quick minute of Zen here. This is always one of my favorite places to do a moment of Zen. I'm sorry, 4.9 million, not 4.3 million views. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. All right, let's go see what the line is for the High Sierra Railway. Maybe we could get on that one real quick. Oh, it's time for lunch, isn't it? I gotta go grab my lunch. All right, let's check the line. If it's not bad, we'll do that, and then we'll grab lunch. Let's try to get our trainfecta in.
Vlogging?
Yeah, live on YouTube. I get a kick out of the people who just really want to be on camera. And then there's the ones that just absolutely do not want to be on camera. Looks like we got a heck of a line over here for the train. So I think we are going to head on up to Boardwalk Barbecue and get some lunch. I'm going to go show you guys what they do for lunch at Boardwalk Barbecue. Yeah, Camp Snoopy is very crowded. Yeah, the Boysenberry barbecue pizza. Yeah, that's good. They've got the meatball Boysenberry meatball barbecue pizza for Boysenberry Festival, which was really pretty good. I don't think that's on the meal plan though, because I've got the annual pass meal plan now, and I think it was the other pizzas that are available on that one. It's not the meatball pizza. Which is kind of a bummer because pizza kind of sounds good today, but I'm also kind of hungry, so. And the amount of food you get at Boardwalk Barbecue is usually pretty darn good. And as much as Silver Bullet is a good coaster, I really wish they would have put it in a different spot. I wish they would have figured out a way to not have it intrude on so much of the park.
Red.
So now I need to decide if I want pulled pork or if I want tri-tip. Pulled pork tends to have a lot more meat.
Oh my God, he's doing YouTube.
But
You're doing YouTube?
yep,
Yeah. What's your like channel?
Theme Park Casual.
Actually?
Theme Park Casual.
I used to watch you all the time.
Always fun to meet the quote fans. No, hopefully they'll find the channel and they'll become fans. Gosh, even Panda Express sounds kind of good right now. I think I'm just really hungry. So let's get over there and see if they're open to get something to eat. And they keep changing how they do the cornbread here at Boardwalk Barbecue. They go from having just like a sheet cake of cornbread chopped up into squares, and then sometimes they do the little cupcake style. And I prefer the sheet cake version. The cupcake ones, for some reason, feel a little too sweet. I get the barbecue platter with tri-tip, and if I could get some of the burnt ends, that'd be great. The ends, like the, yeah. Let me have mashed potatoes. A little bit, please. Great, thank you. Yeah, I always ask for the burnt ends on the tri-tip. That's my favorite part. Good, how are you doing? Got the meal plan. Yes, please. I'm just going to use the cup. Oh, okay. Great, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, guys, got to find where my iced tea is. It's down here at the end. So just give me a second, guys.
Yeah, that's the good stuff.
Give me 1 second. I'm going to sit you guys down here for a quick second. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Find the table a little bit out of the way. Alright guys, I will give you a quick look at what we're going to be eating today. We've got our tri-tip mashed potatoes with gravy and cornbread. So let me set the camera down. There we are. Try to take the bag off without knocking everything down. And because I was smart, I grabbed napkins and fork and knife earlier and put it in my backpack so that I wouldn't have to go and grab them and deal with it when I've got all my food with me. So I'm learning other little tricks. So, bon appetit, everybody. They've adjusted the policy. I may go walk around and ask in a little while, but the last yeah, it's definitely 2019. It's pretty close to what it was then. I mean, they've opened a few new things, but it's pretty close. It's still got a similar feel. I think it has improved since then. So I would definitely recommend, if you haven't been in a couple years, it's definitely worth checking out again. They've got lots of great stuff, and almost anytime you come now, there'll be some sort of little festival going on where they got some really good specialty foods. And I'm going to keep beating the drum that they need to put in a proper dark ride. I would love to see Whittles, their little prospector character that they have. In fact, we'll go see if he's out sometime. I think he would be a perfect character for their own little dark ride. I think that's part of what's missing at Knott's is, and I guess I wouldn't even say missing, it's just they could use a few more of them, of the kind of rides that the whole family can get on together. You did it 10K, huh, Steve? Oh, and Steve, you'll be happy to note, while I didn't live stream it, me and my wife did go on the canoes the other day at Disneyland. And I think, was his name Doug? Douglas? Is the one guy? Oh, you guys saw the plate at the beginning? That's the plate now. All of the Disneyland half marathons. Wow. I did not know you were a runner. You're just full of surprises, aren't you, Steve? And I always do I love the boysenberry punch, but I can't do it straight, just the punch. So I always mix it with either lemonade or unsweetened iced tea. Makes it a lot better. Yeah, we had Douglas as our, I don't know, what do you call him, a skipper, tour guide. So give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to go and throw away my trash, and then we'll get back on the road, on the path, on the trail. Okay, guys. I don't want to keep you waiting much longer. I'm not sure how much more I'm going to be streaming. Wasn't planning to go too late today. But we'll go take a quick walk around the park. I'm going to finish a little bit more of my drink. chestnut. For all you old fogies, they're playing the song "Little Darlin'," and that song always makes me think of Sha Na Na. If you guys remember who that is, and if you remember who that is, you're old. Either that, or you really like the movie Grease and have really dug into the history and nuance of it. All right, let me flip the camera for you guys. And we're back on the road. Let's go see if Whittles or somebody is out over at Boysenberry Trail and go take a look at that real quick. Yeah, Sha-na-na. They were actually a really good band. If you want to blow your mind, go on YouTube and look up some of the vintage Sha-na-na stuff with them in concert at colleges. It is wild. It is. I mean, I was blown away. I was just like, oh my God. These guys were taking that 50s thing, and you think of them from the show Sha-na-na, and it was kind of wholesome, a little edgy with the jokes and innuendo and stuff like that. But their concerts, I mean, it was punk. It was crazy stuff, man. It's actually really interesting to see it. So I said, if you really liked Sha-na-na and you want your mind blown with what they were really like, go look up some of their early concert footage. I love seeing the people that are really into knots. I love seeing that there's people that, you know, this is a special park for them. Although during Boysenberry Festival, there's some people that take wearing purple and such just to an extreme. And it's great if that's your thing. You know, I'm not knocking it. Just I couldn't do that. Although I would say that I've got my black baseball cap with a black K. I really wish they would just have made the K purple. I think that would have been cool. It would have been enough of a purple touch to make it a Knott's Berry Farm hat, you know. Yep, mine ride is going. And it's already got a commanding line. It's probably a good 20-25 minute wait at least right now. Don't forget our secret, just between, you know, us right here. We don't tell everybody. It's just for the really cool theme park casual crowd. Best place to go during the heat is upstairs at the saloon. Remember, that stays between us. We don't want too many tables being taken on the days when we're here, so we don't let that secret out. Got all the wonderful crafts and vendors here. Oh, you guys want to take a look at the animals? I want to take a look at the animals. That's always fun. Got our friend a horsey here. Yeah, the upstairs is perfect. Like I said, don't tell anybody though. It's our little secret. I think these are the goats. They've moved them over here now to give them a little more room. Yeah, it's much more effective if you can have the smell as well. What do we have over here? Looks like the little piggies have been taken back to their regular farm. They had grown up pretty quick because they had them as tiny little piglets, and then just a few weeks later at Boysenberry Festival they were quite grown. Again, thanks everybody for joining me today. We're just kind of hanging out here, lazy day at Knott's Berry Farm. If you've had a good time, be sure to hit that like button for me. If you want to join me on other adventures at Knott's and Disneyland, be sure to subscribe. And I hope I will see you on many more live streams with me. So we're going to head over to and we'll see if Whittles might be out. And I'm really bummed that I didn't realize that they were actually going to be running Ghost Rider this morning when they opened the gates. Because normally what they do is Ghost Rider, or well, they open the gates, let everybody in, and then they hold everybody in the queue of Ghost Rider and not actually have it going. They just let everybody line up and stay there while, until the park officially opens, or a few minutes before it opens. At this time they were actually running the cars, loading people in, and I could have got on there and been done and started the stream in time. But I didn't know, so I didn't get in line because I didn't want to get trapped in line. But oh well. Maybe next time. Because in case you don't know, Ghost Rider is my favorite coaster. So the last time I was here at Knott's, we discovered that they had the Boysenberry Pie Squishmallow available again. And we missed it last year. My son, who for whatever reason likes collecting the Squishmallows, he didn't know that that this had come back this year, so I was able to surprise him with it. Oh wow, the twins from Hee Haw? Yeah, Elvira it's a shame that she's not the spokesperson for Halloween Haunt. Okay, we got Whittles, so let's go say hi to Whittles. Whittles! All right. High five. All right. When are they going to give you your own dark ride? I think Whittles needs his own ride. We're gonna start a petition and a GoFundMe and everything, and we'll get you your dark ride because you deserve it.
Yeah.
Yes.
That'd be cool, Whittles.
I think he deserves his own dark ride. All right. Can you wave to everybody for me? Awesome. All right, thanks, Whittles. We'll see you later.
Have a good day.
Thanks. So yeah, see, Whittles wants his own dark ride, so we should just get him his own dark ride. Barry Place, how you doing, sir? Welcome in. No, Victor, Calico Mine Ride is Calico Mine Ride. Whittle's dark ride would be, I picture it more like a Mr. Toad style. Actually, like with the wood flats, the way they do Toad. It wouldn't have to be super elaborate the way they redid Snow White or anything. I think it could be fun if it was just wood cutouts, fun music, Whittles going through his mind, something happens, whether it's a explosion that sends us on our way or something. But yeah, I think Whittles dark ride could be something different and really, really fun. So Knotts, if you're listening, hire me and my friends. We'll come up with the best ride for Whittles you've ever heard. Right now it's very nice. The weather is perfect. I'm not too hot. I'm not cold at all. So it's like it's basically a perfect day. I don't need I'd say probably like maybe in an hour or two it might be warm enough to where you probably want to be wearing shorts. But this morning I didn't even need a hoodie or anything, so it's been a gorgeous day. And you can see, look at all the clouds. It's just amazing the skies that we've had lately. I think it's just the weird weather has given us skies that are not typical of Southern California, at least. Yeah, he does have. Yeah, see, you could have his donkey companion in the ride and everything. There's lots of stuff that they could do. I just think they're missing out on it. And I think they could use a fun little dark ride. And as usual, they've got the blacksmith working here. Oh, and by the way, just so you guys know, right here is the Ghost Town Grill restaurant. If you're going to be doing a single meal and not do the meal plan, that's where you want to get your meal. Because the prices are exactly the same as anywhere else in the park, but you get to sit down, have table service, and there's actually even some better food options at that restaurant. So as long as there's not too long of a line, that would be where I recommend having your meal. Oh, they got the Western Trails Museum open again. Let's go check that out real quick. That's always fun to cruise through there. This has been closed for a little while. It was part of the effort to get the budget balanced for Knott's, and so they had it closed. Yeah, they've got a good burger. I think it's the Ghost Town Burger, I think is what they call it, and it's like a Western bacon barbecue burger. So it's just like I said, if you're going to be spending $16 on a burger, you may as well get to sit down and enjoy somebody serving you for a few minutes, right? But check all this stuff out, man. This is all the real deal. This is not replica stuff. That's a real fire engine from way back. Let me see if I could zoom out a little bit. And we've got pack saddle. Those are all the things that they would put on the donkeys. And then this is Pharaoh. It's an old card game of some sort. It's really cool stuff. Look at all these branding irons. That's one thing I want to do. I want to be able to come when I've got 1 million subscribers on YouTube. I'm going to be cool enough to where I can come and ask the blacksmith to make me my own theme park casual branding iron. They've got all kinds of stuff in here. Kinds of little toys and knickknacks. Some rifles up here. 1854, 1837, 1831. Jeez. This is Cheyenne. Headdress and clothes donated by Chief White Eagle. So check that out. Very cool stuff. More rifles. Barbershop pole. Kinds of little banks. Cookware. Candlesticks. Okay, so that's my thing. Coffee grinders. I don't think I've ever enjoyed a coffee more than the first time I had coffee and steak together. The multi-phone machine controlled by the National Patent Company in New York. Most books date the machine at 1905, whereas the actual date, spring of 1907. In 1908, the year the machine was available in numbers. It's the first selectable jukebox, as it played Edison cylinder recordings and allowed the customer to pick the selection. Wow. How crazy. Yeah, it's real fun to sit outside at Ghost Town Grill too. Very cool stuff. If you're a history buff especially, I recommend coming here. I love these tikis, by the way. Those are awesome. A little out of my price range for the tikis, but they're a few $100s each.
Ever seen that done?
But kids, you know what? I think I'm going to call it a day. We've kind of traveled the park, rode some trains, had some lunch. Oh, you know what? Before we go, let's take a look at this. This is one of the fun little spots. Hey, Cordy, welcome in. Yeah, it's nice to be here. It's a wonderful day out right now. Feels like it's going to get a little warm in a minute, but... So this is Boot Hill, and they've got all the fun little tombstones. But the most impressive one is this one with Hiram McTavish and Supposedly, if you feel the heartbeat, it's good luck. And of course, when you stand on his grave, you can feel the heartbeat. Which always freaked me out when I was a kid. But these are the kind of things that make Knott's fun, is they've got these fun little spots that are off the beaten path. Not a ton of technology, just fun stuff. We can get over here by the wheel. I don't think I've ever been over in this area. But you know what, kids? I think I'm going to call it a day for now. I have had a blast at Knott's here this morning. Thank you all for joining me. I hope you guys had a good time. Hope you enjoyed the little tour of the park. And I hope you guys will take a chance to visit Knott sometime soon, because it really is a wonderful little park. Programming reminder, I will be at Disneyland tomorrow evening. Live stream scheduled to start at 7 p.m. I will be there with several friends, some of them that are in the chat, like Cordy, Barry Place, SoCal Imagine Channel, Adventures in the Park. We're all planning to be there that tomorrow evening at Disneyland. Hopefully everybody is able to make it. So by all means, set your reminders, guys. We may all be live at the same time. There may be a couple of us live, but we'll all be there having fun. So again, thanks for joining me. If you had a good time, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe so you can join me on other adventures at Knott's and Disneyland and California Adventure. And until next time, kids, we will see you later. Bye, everybody. Hey, Silver Stars. Sorry to catch you just at the end there. So we'll catch you later, kids. Bye, everybody.